If and when the Minnesota Vikings is going to Chicago and shock the world on Monday Night Football, they're going to have to stop Khalil Mack. Now, he may be a little bit overpaid. He may be a little bit overrated, but he still is damn legit. He still is one of the best edge rushers in the NFL and integral to the Bears defense, which is aight. They're fine, right? So Mack this season has 37 pressures, 6.5 sacks, tied for 4th and 8th best in the NFL, respectively. Also, he's PFF's second highest graded edge rusher at 91.2, behind only TJ Watt. So that and Chuck Pagano and company selling out to stop Dalvin Cook means that Kirk Cousins is probably going to have to make a throw or two during the game, and then Khalil Mack going to be yum yum. Yum, yum. So he's going to have to be dealt with. So recapping the carnage of Khalil Mack against the Vikings. So he came over to the Bears 2018 from the Raiders. Week 11 was the first matchup. 5 pressures and a sack at Soldier Field. Now the sack was on a TNE stunt against Tom Compton. So, you know. Also week 17, 4 pressures, 0 sacks. Now note, week 17, the Bears were already in the playoffs, so they played a little bit sparingly. Also, they didn't throw a lot of exoticness at the Vikings since it was sort of an exhibition game for them. Understandable. 19. Week 4 at Chicago again. 7 pressures, 2 sacks. So the first sack was a speed dip around the edge on Riley Reif. The second one was just a straight-up bull rush coverage sack. He split Reif and Elfline. Reif also got called for holding on that play. Obviously, they declined, but 7 pressures, 2 sacks. Yeah, can't ignore that. And then 2019 Week 17, also at US Bank Stadium, was an exhibition game for the Vikings. In that case, 1 pressure, 0 sacks. So it's whatever there. Snap alignments against the Vikes. So typically, they've liked to deploy him over Riley Reif as opposed to Brian O'Neill. So the weeks that matter are 11 and 4 because, like we said, both Week 17 games are sort of whatever for one side of the team, for one of the sides. So Week 11, 2018, 49 over Reif, 12 over O'Neill. Week 4, 2019, 39 over Reif, 21 over O'Neill. Even though in 2018, Mack was deployed over the left tackle 53%, 2019 he was 50.5%, so it's a bit anomaly. So they like putting him over Riley Reif as opposed to Brian O'Neill, especially at their place, which it is going to be on Monday night. Now, 2020, they're using Mack a lot more over right tackle, a.k.a. the left side of the defense with Robert Quinn in the house. Now that maybe that Quinn is more comfortable on the right side of the defense and Mack is ambidextrous, that could be part of it. But Mack is only lining up over left tackle 21.4% of his snaps this year. But we'll see. I wouldn't be shocked if they have a significant portion of his snaps over Riley Reif as opposed to Brian O'Neill this year because they seem to like that matchup. So keys to shutting down Khalil Mack. It's going to be tough. But number one, Reif and O'Neill are going to have to bring their lunch pail, man. They're going to have to bring the leftover hot dish. They're going to have to bring the pastrami on rye. They're going to have to order in from DoorDash as well. Everything's going to have to come. So self-scouting is important. Watch tape of previous games. Look for tells and tendencies. They're always there. Dennison's been good at that. Also, take a look at how the Bears are using him differently in 2020. If they do keep him more on that left side of the defense, a.k.a. over Brian O'Neill, they'll have to get ready for that. And then also, as reductive and cliche as it sounds, just play football. I mean, sack up, play. Reif is off to the best start of his career, only 6 pressures and 0 sacks allowed. He's going to have to bring it against Khalil Mack on Monday. Number 2, chip with the tight end consistently and chip. Again, do not block him solo with the tight end. That is how you get posterized. That is how you get on SportsCenter top 10. So do not do that. But the Vikings do run the most multi-tight end sets in the NFL. 38% of their offensive plays feature at least 2 tight ends. So chip, double 52 every play with Rudy, Irv, Gronklin. If you have to take a tight end out of a pass route, that's fine. But if Reif and a tight end or O'Neill and a tight end, you like that matchup. Number 3, boot away from 52, move that pocket. So if he's going to be deployed over Reif most of the time, even though that's breaking from tendency this season, but going back to matchups, you can see that happening. Boot Cousins to the right on play action a ton. They've had great success with that. Kirk Cousins is one of the better play action quarterbacks in the league. And if he's over O'Neill, sure, boot him to the left. It's fine. Also, slide protection away from Mack You can do things to manufacture time, preferably off of play action where the run action is directed straight at him. So you put a body on him, and that leads into point 4. Body Mack early in the run game. So yes, Khalil Mack is the number 1 graded edge rusher versus the run at 89.0. Cool. But the point is not to make hay on him, like, oh, that's the weak spot, just run at 52. No, the point is to put bodies on him, wear him out as the game goes along. And sure, Khalil Mack, he's Khalil Mack. It's whatever. But how do you like Power O run at you 14 times in the first half, huh? Tackling Dalvin, who's a load to bring down. Absorbing C.J. Ham, the best fullback in the league. Having Dozier and Cleveland just constantly pulled at you and putting hands and a body on you, right? So wear him down. So if the Vikings do have to make a big pass in the fourth quarter, maybe 52 will be a little bit low on juice, you know? Yeah, it is what it is. And that's it. So, yes, Khalil Mack is a big problem. Yes, he is still one of the best edge rushers in the league, but problems can be solved. Just work the problem. The Vikings have the talent to get after it. And I think that if 52 has himself a quiet night, if he has a Vernon Golston type stat box at the end of the game, Vikings win. Pretty straightforward. But your thoughts, taking care of Khalil Mack, let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work, pull some of the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.